Hello and welcome. I will be answering JAMB 2011 Physics Past Question 24. So you have 4 items here: change of state, diffusion, radiation, and osmosis. And I asked which of the processes above can be explained using the kinetic theory. A. 1, 3, and 4. B. 1, 2, and 4. C. 1, 2, 3, and 4. D. 1, 2, and 3. Now, the kinetic theory is basically a scientific theory that describes the particulate nature of matter in relation to the movement of those particles, with change in certain factors, with the most notable of those factors being temperature. So that is what the kinetic theory is all about. So which of the following processes given to us can be explained using this kinetic theory or kinetic idea? Now, one says change of state. Now, change of state can actually be explained using the kinetic theory, as the change of state according to kinetic theory has to do with change in temperature, which alters the movement of the particles by altering the intermolecular forces of attraction between these particles. So the more mobile, or when you have solid particles, of course the movement of the particles is not that much, it's not free, because of the high intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules or the particles of that particular substance. But when you increase the temperature, it changes to liquid because the intermolecular force of attraction is reduced, and hence the movement of the particles is increased. And that also applies to when you further increase the temperature and then it changes to gas. So change of states can actually be explained using the kinetic theory. Now, option or item 2 says diffusion. Now, diffusion refers to movement of particles from a region of high concentration to region of low concentration. So this has to do also with particles, and it's also affected by the factors which you mentioned under kinetic theory. So it can be explained using kinetic theory. So diffusion is part of it. Now, 3 says radiation. Now, radiation has to do with heat transfer without medium. That is actually how the heat from the sun gets to the earth, via radiation. So it has to do with heat transfer without a medium, and intermediate medium. Now, radiation actually can't be explained using the kinetic theory, because like we said, you are not exactly describing any medium, you're only describing transfer of heat. So you cannot use the kinetic theory to explain radiation. So radiation is out. And then 4 says osmosis. And osmosis refers to movement of solvent particles from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Now, similar to diffusion, it actually has to do with particles, and the factors that we described under kinetic theory, such as temperature, actually affects the rate of movement of these particles. So osmosis can be explained using the kinetic theory. So we have listed 1, 2, and 4 as the phenomena which can be explained using the kinetic theory, and 1, 2, and 4 is option B. So B is the correct answer to this question. Thank you, and please subscribe to this channel for more videos and for more past questions and answers.